Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I slept. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Well, no. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I'm tired of this shit. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, it's the detox. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Said I would never do it again. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. I'm so tired of this shit. No.
Hey there. Welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 3 of season 4 of my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 3 of season 4, I would like to use for a topic, did you forget yours and remembered others? Did you forget yours and remembered others? What I am referring to is flaws and mistakes. Don't you find it interesting how as we as flawed beings are easily to see the flaws and mistakes that others have made, but can rationalize with reasoning or justify the flaws and mistakes of our own? Let me be the first to admit, this is very true for myself. I am a guilty party of this behavior. I have to remind myself every day when I am quick to give an opinion or judgment of someone. I try to keep this in mind and say to myself, look, you need to go take a long look in the mirror. My friends, I say on pretty much all of my podcasts, I am a very transparent person. You don't have to try to figure me out. I would tell on me, about me, to pretty much anyone. As far as I'm concerned, it eliminates the feelings of shame and guilt and gives you peace with yourself and others and complete freedom of what others think of you. If they are people that really care about matters that concerns you, they don't sit around with friends and other family members and tell half lies and truths concerning your downfalls. People that really have your best interest at heart are focusing on things they possibly can do to help you and not to cause harm and more shame and disencouragement. These are the people that has forgotten their flaws and mistakes, but remember yours to the letter. Starting with myself, personally, I am not perfect, not by a long shot, and not ashamed of it. Perfect people don't need a perfect God of the universe. Oh, and wait a minute. And let me add this here. I don't care what you do or how you do it. Someone is always going to have an issue with it. I say God of the universe. I have got negative feedback about this statement from some. Now, I am not here to criticize anyone's religious beliefs. However, if you believe in Jesus Christ, or some just call him their higher power, or whichever spiritual belief you choose, in my personal opinion, if he is not bigger than these fleshly bodies our spirit lives in, or not the ruler of the universe, he is not much of a God. That's just my personal opinion. In other words, however you express or the name you call your spiritual eternal life, it's fine with me. There's no judgment here. I just personally choose to believe he is too majestic, too power unlimited to argue whether we as people are on the same page how we express or call him. What is important is that you have a personal relationship with your creator and knowledge of his existence. In other words, I believe if I call him Jesus Christ, he hears me. If I call him God of the universe, he hears me. If I call him my higher power, he hears me. He is not the one with the hang-ups. People are. I'm just saying. Okay, well, getting back to the topic. I have no desire to forget my flaws or mistakes. They play a great part in my making. Flaws should keep you humble. Mistakes should enhance your ability to forgive. It is funny how we live this life from day to day and miss important lessons that speaks to us every day. You see a lot of elderly or older people talking about flaws and mistakes of younger people. Now, I admit, yes, our memory gets a little muddled the older we get. But you are not so forgetful that you don't remember that you once was young before and don't remember all the mistakes you have made. We still making them. At least I can say I am. It is so easy to deceive ourselves and see ourselves in a different, or should I say, in better shape than the next guy. Examples. Addictions. I'm an alcoholic. You're an addict. You're a heroin addict. The alcoholic says, well, I am glad I am not as bad off as he is. What I do is legal. I don't use needles. Really? Another example. Well, at least I am not as bad off as they are. I don't drink, I don't smoke, or party. I am in church every Sunday. Now, I will tell you this. Now, I do gossip. I judge people all the time and curse like a sailor, especially when I'm stuck in traffic. Get my point? Easy to forget, justify yours, but easy to remember the downfalls of others. This is just my opinion. I think we do this so easily because it makes us feel better about ourselves if we are not what we consider quite bad off as the other person. Our inner thought tells us, well, at least I am not as bad off as they are. This, my friend, is complete deception. Flaws and mistakes are flaws and mistakes. It's simple as that. And if we would use half the time humbling and forgiving each other for our flaws and mistakes, instead of us justifying and forgetting ours and remembering and reminding others about others people's mistakes, we will live in a much better, healed, and loving world. It is funny how human nature works. You know, you can do 100 great favors for family, friends, and loved ones. And you can also do 100 disturbing and irritating things to family, friends, and loved ones. My question to you is this, and it is a personal question to ask yourself. Which 100 would you most likely remember? Well, I have my answer. I have my personal answer for myself. I most likely would remember the 100 disturbing and irritating things if I walk in flesh, which is man. Now, if I walk in spiritual confidence that I know lives within me, I will remember the 100 great favors, simply because that is what he has done for me. He has forgotten my flaws and mistakes, and he remembers the true image he created me to be, like him, humble, loving, and forgiving. My friends, it is okay to remember the flaws and mistakes of ourselves and others, not to use against each other, but to understand each other in a way that no other creation on earth can. Because the reasoning behind the creation of flaws and mistakes is to remind us he is bigger than any flaws or mistake you could possibly make. We all are big enough to look past each other's flaws and forgive each other's mistakes when we come out of weak flesh and walk in spiritual confidence. Cause when it's all said and done, love conquers all, flaws and mistakes included. Well, that's it for episode 3, season 4. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It's listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blog, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. Contact information is on there also, along with a lot of great music. Also, come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. A lot of great inspiring posts and just a great group of people to chat with. People, let me know your opinions and thoughts. And also, if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Talk to you again very soon. Please take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, I slept. No, 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 no. Said I'll never do it again. No, 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 no. Well,